Well, hi, everybody. I'm Louis Samuelstoy with HS Game Time Live, and we're having a great time talking to Miriam Swanson about high school football and the Sunbelt League.
The Sunbelt League.
Brand new Sunbelt League.
Kind of, sort of.
Sort of new. I mean, basically, this is now the Paris Union and the Lake Elsinore Unified School District League. We have 6 teams, 3 each from Paris, 3 each from Lake Elsinore as well, which should make for some interesting games as we go forward.
Yeah, there will be some neighborhood bragging rights on the line for sure.
I mean, clearly, you have the oldest rivalry in Riverside County between Paris and Lake Elsinore. They began that series back in the 20s, but some new rivalries as well with Temescal and back in the league with Elsinore and with Lakeside, and then all of the Paris schools together for the first time as well, which would be interesting to see. What are you hearing from the coaches right now as we go into get ready for the season?
Oh, nobody knows what's going to happen. Of course, that's what the coaches say. But
I mean, historically, this has been the league.
But this is the league with parity. I mean,
Right.
like the Paloma Valley has won 5 titles in a row, but they've shared them all.
Exactly.
So I mean, it is the definition of parity.
Right.
And now that they're throwing in Temescal, which is a really good team coming from Southwest, we'll see if that parity will get shaken up. But who knows?
Now, the team that we're kind of looking at right now is Elsinore, because they had the best record. They had some injuries last year. Coach Tony Peralta back again. What are you hearing from them? Who stands out for Elsinore at this point?
They've got a lot of returners back on offense, so we have a strong offense. On defense, they're not quite as experienced, but they've got some really good defensive guys, including Nolan Peralta, who's Coach Peralta's son, and Zach Dombrowski, who's been pretty accomplished there and on the defensive line. So they should be pretty stout in that regard.
Let's talk about Heritage for a minute too. They were in the Mountain Pass League last year. A team from the Mountain Pass back in this again. Or I guess 2 teams from the Mountain Pass joined this league. Lakeside being the other team. Actually, I'm sorry. They were in the Sunbelt as well.
Right,
so
right.
just
Yeah.
Heritage. Is
Heritage and Temescal.
Temescal, right. So talk about Heritage for a moment.
Heritage, it sounds like they have fun at Heritage, so they're going to keep that up for here. But they come back. They had their first playoff berth last year with their first class of seniors. So now they're just like an old school program, and they know what they're doing. But they're bringing back a couple of really good guys. Running back Donovan Adams and linebacker Jonathan Concepcion are both 2 of their better players. All
right, moving on right now to Lakeside, who was 3-7 last year, 4th in the Sunbelt League. What do they expect this year?
They're trying to stay healthy. Last year they had some injuries. They got stuck by the flu. All kinds of stuff happened, but they could keep it together. They want to do their best and see where they shake out with all the other contenders.
Now, let's go on to Paloma Valley for a quick second here. Paloma Valley was a team we saw in the passing league tournaments this year. Extremely physical, almost to the point where it was ridiculous early on. But they were 6-5, 4-1. You mentioned they've won the league several times now. Talk about them for a moment.
You would want to call them the favorites again, but they have to replace 20 starters apparently. So anytime you have to do that, that puts you at a disadvantage, no matter what success you've had. I mean, they have a lot of cool, good guys, around in the program, but not a lot of them returning starters. Caleb Ennis is kind of their do-everything guy, so watch out for him.
Right. Okay, let's go on to Paris. Paris has had nothing but struggles over the last few years. 1-9, 0-5 last year in the league. They haven't been in the playoffs for a while, 2002, according to our notes here. What do you think about Paris?
Well, Howard Boyd is trying to just kind of instill confidence in them and then kind of make it a multi-pronged approach where you have to be leaders off the field. You also have to do well in the classroom and all that. I don't know, if you're holistic in your approach to your life, then football will follow. So that's kind of their idea there.
Right. All right, moving on to Temescal Canyon. As we mentioned before, one of the 2 new teams in the league coming out of the Southwestern League where they took their lumps. I mean, they were often competitive in the league, but they were 1-4 last season in the Southwestern League, 4-6 overall. Obviously, they want to see a big improvement this year.
Yeah, they're excited to be in this league. They think they're going to do well. At least the players say they're going to do well. The coaches are a little more reserved with their predictions, but yeah, they feel good. They feel like they got a lot of good experience in the big league, and now they're going to take on people their own size, and they feel good about it.
Right. I mean, and people I think forget too that Temescal Canyon about 4 years ago was just as competitive as anybody was in the Southwestern League. It's just they've kind of gone through that cyclical process.
Right. And now they're getting a lot of people back. They've had like 20+ transfers over the last 2 years, so they have a lot of talent coming in.
All right, and is that our whole list there?
That's
Do I miss somebody? Okay.
Hopefully that's it.
Okay. Now on the predicted order of finish, who do you like in this league?
Oh, it's such a toss-up, right? But I guess I'm gonna go with Elsinore. I mean, they're the they're the league. They're the team that's coming back, bringing back a lot of players. Obviously, have a great coach in Peralta. They know what they're doing. They know how to win. I think they could probably hold off Temescal maybe. But this league is crazy. Who knows? And we'll find out.
So October 22nd, we see that Elsinore and Temescal will meet each other. That's at Temescal Canyon. This is a big rivalry game between these two, and that should be a fun one to watch as well. And then obviously Paloma Valley at Elsinore on November 12th, the season finale for both programs, could be the league championship game right there as well.
Very likely, yeah.
All right, very good. Miriam Swanson, thanks for joining us here on HS Game Time Live. Talk to you guys again real soon. We have more for you. Miriam will be back with us again soon to talk about the Mountain Valley League, the new league as well. All right, thank you very much.